play for the Bay Area Panthers, and I play linebacker. So I was with Coach Keith in NAS in 2022. That was my first time playing for him. We were in NAS. We won a championship together. He got the job here in 23 last year, and asked me to come along, and it was a no-brainer for me just to continue to play with him and be coached by him. And it was a great year overall. Got to meet some new guys, new coaches, and we ended up with the ultimate thing you come here to do is win another championship. So it's been a blessing. I remember I was coaching high school actually. We had just finished practice, and then I got in the car and I got the call from him. So I knew it was around the time where teams start making those calls. So I knew he was going to hit me with some information, and he was just like, hey, got the job in the area. We're going to try to bring some of the other guys along, and he was just like, are you ready to go? Do you want to do this? And I was like, hell yeah, you don't even have to ask. So from there, it was just locked in, and it was excitement after that point. Favorite type of food is definitely, I'm a salmon person, so I love salmon. I can eat that all day, every day. Definitely Atlantic for sure. So I love Atlantic salmon. Probably pair with some mashed potatoes, asparagus. I'm saying, the healthy stuff. Keep the body right. What I can say about Coach Keith is, he's very detailed. He's always gonna push you. And being coached by somebody like that, it definitely pushes you to the next level as well. Always prepared. I mean, the man puts in so much time to make sure we're prepared, and you always want to just pay that back by making sure you're most prepared you can be, and always being a good teammate, being a great leader, and just doing the right things at all times. So it's definitely, I'd definitely say it's a great relationship to just be able to see his process and then try to match that as a player. I think back to my first year in the league, and just you don't know what to expect. I had played 2 years in Europe before that, so I was in the GFL. So I did 2019. Obviously, 2020 was COVID, and then 2021 I went back again. And just after that, getting my foot back into the American indoor game for the first time, I did not know what to expect. And so I think that year was just me really figuring it out. And I went through some growing pains. I was pushed, coached very hard, and it ultimately led me to everything that I wanted, and us reaching that ultimate team goal of winning that championship. So coming into last year was more just like, you know what to expect, stepping into it, and you want to set the tone, be a leader, and we were able. That team was such a great team with great camaraderie. We truly loved each other on and off the field, just like this team. A lot of great guys in this locker room. So just being around these guys, and the caliber of players that are around, you always know, you have to you want to be the best you can, and step your game up. So we push each other to the limit, and that's what it's all about. When you're around a group of guys that push each other the way we do and work hard, you're gonna get the results that you want. High school, I went to a high school, never had a winning season. There was high schools right down the road where I could have went that had great legacy, great players come through there, and for whatever reason, I always just wanted to go to Forest Park High School down in Woodbridge, Virginia. So I chose to go there, and grew up with a lot of my friends. We developed a relationship, and by our senior year, we ended up pushing that program to the first one this season. We went to the state semifinals, lost to the number 7 team in the nation at that time with 2 number 1 players in their class, and guys that I watch on Sunday now. So just learning, and I think that really embedded the player I am, just having to really grind and nothing being handed to you. And just that team, that year, we still talk about it, me and my friends. It was just something special, and I think that really, embedded, what I am to this day. I just know you put the work in, you trust the process, and everything comes to you. So I live by that, and that's really the foundation of where I started. And then going into college, I received a scholarship to play for Glenville State in West Virginia. I went there, and I was grateful to play my true freshman year. I was playing like an outside linebacker, rover type, and one of 2 true freshmen to play that season on a very talented team with a lot of great guys. And they really took me under their wing, and from there, I learned a lot. They developed me, and they kind of hung on to me like the little brother of the group, and that helped me a lot just as far as adjusting to college ball. You're out there with grown men. Some of my teammates had their families there, and it's I was 17 years old coming into whoa, okay, this is the next level. So
it's also a big difference between someone 17 and 23.
Yeah, it's really. So just learning how to grow up and be mature, and the college transition, handling your classwork, that's a big thing about that. So a lot of freshmen slip up in that first semester, but Ended up transferring out, and I transferred to a D3 school in North Jersey, Kane University. That was just kind of me taking a chance on myself. Just, I know if I can dominate, they'll find me type. I went out there, and I was a All-American 2-time at 2 different positions, at outside linebacker and inside linebacker. And, that another period of my life where, like, I would just have my head down and grinding, and I was, just letting the process take its place. And I'm thankful to the Lord that it worked out for me. I got the opportunity to get found by the overseas team, the GFL, the Kiel Baltic Hurricanes, and I'm forever embedded to that organization. They know I love them out there in Germany. Big shout out to all my people in Kiel, but, being out there across the water, by yourself, that really was a grow up. That was like a grow up moment for me because, you can't really drive to your family. You got to take a long flight. So I was out there, and that really locked me into the professional level. And just having to take care of my business, as a man and, as a football player, the isolation and just the lessons that came with that. 2 years of that, and then, coming into the IFL, like I said, that big transition, playing from over there to over here, I'm getting my foot in the door, and I'm just grateful for the journey. I'm thankful, and all glory to God for being able to make it this far. And, that, like I said, my big thing is just put the work in and trust the process, and, everything else always handles itself. Keep your faith. And that's really the process that I follow. Everything. It's taught me, football means definitely everything to me. It's taught me so many lessons. And I always tell the kids that I coach now, because, I coach high school. I was coaching in college, at my college before I got out here. And I tell them all the time, it's like, people who love it, but when you love something, you give your everything to it. And, I've made a lot of sacrifices. I've given a lot for this game, and it's never turned its back on me. Like I said, like the work, you take care of your process every day just to become 1% better, and it always handles itself. So I'm a living testament to that, and that's why I keep my faith in what I do. Like, God's always going to handle it for you. If he sees you doing your part, he's going to do his part. Goal's always been to make it to the, climb as many levels as I can. Like I said, I'm here now. I'm always a person to be present where your feet are at. So I know I'm here for a reason. And, I've learned lessons throughout my first year, my second year, and coming into this year. So just carrying those lessons, understanding the next level of what it's going to take, because, winning back-to-back 2 different teams, that's one thing, but I'm focused on the right now. And, being around these guys, it's been such a pleasure. They welcomed me amazingly, and I'm just here to be the best I can for them, and let's and reach the ultimate goal with this group of guys. So that's really it. It's only one. It's only one. I love it. Outside of football, I'm really a chill person. I like the game. I'm a gamer. Call of Duty, on there with the guys, with my brother, and back home we spend a lot of time. That's how we connect when we're separated. So we're in it. Like, we're in the battlefield realistically. So I spend time doing that. But when I'm back home, it's I work at a facility, C4 Explosive Sports Training Complex. So I'm working with a lot of high school kids, college guys come back, seeing their passion, seeing their journey develop has been amazing, and I've met a lot of great kids, and I just hope to be the best I can for them. Coach high school, as I've coached at a couple high schools, and now I was currently coaching at my college back, working with the outside linebackers for my second year. I would say back at Kane University. I love my family to death. Like, that, my favorite thing about, my favorite thing is to just be around my people. I'm very family oriented, so my family is very loving, very supporting. It's hard to even imagine being in this place without them. My mother, just all the talks she gives me, all the life she feeds me, and she's always there for me. My mother is always there for me. My little sisters, my dad, grandparents, like uncles, cousins. Like, the best feeling for me is on those holidays when we just get together and we can just spend time together. Everyone lives around the same area, so it's not hard for us to go and meet up at all. I was like a couple minutes between here and there. I believe. Be a pastor in training. Yo, just Eric did say he said that last week. Yeah, he did. A good word? I would say definitely. It could be a calling. It could be a calling. So I'll never say no. I'll say. Not ours, I'll say yeah. I know I've been blessed with the ability to, communicate with people, and I know that's one of my gifts. It's just really about how figuring out how to use it. Favorite type of music? I'm I'm a Drake person, so I listen to R&B, rap, hip hop. Lately I've been in my R&B bag, so I would say that's just the time and period I am in my life right now. But a lot of great rap coming out right now. We talk about that in the locker room. So I would say the Bay Area Panthers, the people that we bring in are high quality guys. Like I said, I think this team loves to be around each other. That chemistry is only going to continue to grow. I'm gonna say so. It's always just a pleasure being around these guys. We love being, laughing and joking and spending time together. But when it's time to get serious, we get serious. So definitely that's the best part about me, just being around the quality type of people they bring in and forming that brotherhood. The organization as a whole, they're always going out of their way for us. They take care of us. They're always making sure that we're okay. Just the people behind the scenes, like you guys and everybody in the front office, they're working their butts off too, just to make sure that everything's okay for us. So we just always want to reward everybody with making sure that we're giving them the best product, the product they deserve, and that's on us to put the work in for that. One, be present where your feet are, wherever you are in your journey. Just trust you're there for a reason. Just try to find your purpose and where you're at that moment. Continue to put your head down and work. Believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself. That's the biggest thing about, I think, anybody who you see on our team. At one point, they made the decision they were going to believe in themselves and put the work in. So, and that's why they are where they are today. Like I said, trust the process. You're going to have your ups. You're going to have your downs. Life is really peaks and valleys, and you just try to find that balance in between. So never get too high, never get too low. A big saying that I live by is, hard work doesn't guarantee success, but not working hard guarantees failure. So if you really want to be great, if you really want to be a professional, if you're really trying to take that step for yourself, you have to work hard. There's no other, that's not an option. That's the bare minimum. And then from there, not working hard, you put yourself in a position where where you're going to end up. So that would be my biggest piece of advice.